Hey everyone, it's the Four Gun Guy, and I'm out at the range today practicing for a match that I have next weekend. And I was over by one of the sections where folks are truing their dope and they're zeroing their rifle, and it's some concrete benches under a pavilion. And a gentleman came over to me and asked me to if I had a cleaning rod, and I did, so I lent it to him. Well, he came back and he said he had something in his barrel. So when he came back, I asked him, I just said, hey, what was the problem? And he said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to tell you what he said. Let me show you what happened, and you tell me what you think. Okay, so here's what he said he did. He put a round in, and he chambered it. Okay? Then he pulled the trigger. And that's what he heard. He heard a click, but it was more than a click, he said. He unchambered the round. The round was spent, and he didn't think anything of it. Then he chambered another round, and as he was chambering it, he could only get it so far. It would not chamber. So let's talk about what happened. That's right. So while he was reloading, he obviously got distracted, didn't drop the powder in the case, loaded the round, heard a click, which was the primer igniting and sending the bullet into the barrel. Right inside the rifle, just inside the rifle. And when what he said happened was, he ejected the case and didn't think anything of it. Then he inserted a new round. And when he tried to chamber that round, it wouldn't chamber, right? Naturally, it wouldn't chamber. There's a bullet in your rifling. Yeah. So he took the case out, took his cheek riser off, looked down the barrel, and he couldn't see daylight. That's when he realized there was most likely a bullet in his barrel. So I just wanted to talk about this and bring it up because, I almost said something to him, but I didn't. I did say, well, whoa, be careful next time. And, what I really wanted to say and what I really want to say to all of you and to myself is, when you're dealing with these firearms and something doesn't look right, that made me stop and think. So here's my go forward plan. If something happens and it doesn't seem right, I'm going to make myself count to 10. I'm going to make myself stop, pause, and count to 10. And in that 10 seconds, I should be running through everything in my mind as to what I heard, what I saw, and what I think might be the cause. The next thing I'm going to do is say to myself, don't do anything until you check that barrel, until you check that trigger, until you check whatever it is that's not right. Because had he loaded that other round and pulled that trigger, had that bullet from the first cartridge gone just a little further up into that barrel, he would have had a catastrophic failure, and there's no telling what might have happened, right? And there's nobody out here. There's no medics out here. There's nobody. You're 30 minutes to the closest hospital. If I had to dial 911, it probably would have taken a helicopter 30 minutes to get here, 20 minutes to get here. And I'm not a medic. I've got a medical kit. I know how to use some of the pieces of it, most of the pieces of it. But, for a wound that might have incurred, I'm not sure I would have been able to take care of him. So anyway, I was just out here and I thought, I'm going to do just a real short video on this. Please, 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 if something happens, it doesn't look right. If you're next to someone, I've had the same thing occur at a standard firing range where a guy had left his cleaning rod in the barrel and a round wouldn't chamber and he couldn't figure out why. The RO came over, told him what had happened. I've got a little friend here. told him what had happened, and then politely asked him to leave the range until he understood safety procedures. So again, just figure out what's going on and stay safe out there. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, shoot straight.